Hello, this is Cute Fuzzy Weasel, and welcome to Kerbal Space Program, the game that is a game. Made a game. It's got a game in it. Okay, so we got the we got the shroud. We got what we needed, which means we can build the R-4. So, first thing that we have to come up with is the R-4. This is going to be ultimately the machine that takes us to the moon. So what I kind of envision is a cross between the N1 and the Saturn, which is something, again, that I've never done before. And I realized that an episode or two ago I said that I wasn't going to do this, that I was going to try and stick with, like, stuff that I knew. But I think I can do both. Let me move this. So, unfortunately, I don't have the technology to send a 3-person crew. But I do have the technology to send a 2-person crew. So we have this kind of Gemini command pod. And first thing we're going to do is we are going to put on it the Clampatron docking port. Now we have a larger docking port, but we don't have the technology to really utilize that yet. So we can put this on here. Probably want to keep it above here. So what I'm going to do is let's take a look at what we have in terms of RCS. I think these are really all we have. We have this, and this is a fuel pod. I can't really put RCS in it though. But you know, it is a fuel pod. I need maneuver sites, but I don't necessarily need RCS like fuel on this. I only need maneuvering thrusters. So maybe instead of that, I can replace that area. I want to boost the I want to take this docking port and have it extend out a little bit. Number one, because that will let me have areas where I can attach the RCS thrusters onto it, and number two, because that'll give me an air. I need some space up at the front, so I got to think about what I can put in that spot. I mean, I guess I could put a fuel can here. I just don't know what alternative use the fuel can could have other than just being another site for fuel. I suppose I could put some thrusters on it and make it a small I could use the smaller thrusters to like push it out of the way, except we don't really have smaller thrusters. We have these, but these won't really do what I need them to do unless I do this. Well, okay, I could do that. Yeah. There we go. Oh, I need radial attachment for this. There. Okay. Yeah. And then we could have 2 fuel lines coming out from that to this, and this will be what kind of takes the command pod and drags it away from the ship, the rest of the ship when we're going into re-entry. So these will just act as a way to like get it away from the ship. Next, what I want to do is just go ahead and throw some heat shielding on this. Something along these lines right here. Then I want a proper launch escape system. Just in the event that we end up, like, losing control of the ship and we have to, you know, ditch. We've had that happen a few times, and it's not been fun. You know, to say the least, it's not been fun. So this will be our launch escape tower. And this will be what pulls us away from any kind of disaster. There we go. And for this, I need some solid rocket boosters that are not enormous. Need some small boosters, which we don't have. Well, good. You know what? That means that we have room for improvement. So what I'll do instead is I'll just take this, move this out of the way, drop this down, take this, duplicate it a couple of times there, and put a cone on it. A small cone, a small cone, a small cone. Okay, do I not have any... Do I really not have any small aerodynamic caps to this? Well, maybe I don't need them. Oh, I got a good feeling about this ship already. Maybe I don't need basic safety features. No, I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna have some safety features, all right? I'm gonna have something. What could act as the thing for this? Oh, here we go. Landing jets. What do they use? I think these are liquid. These could pull it away. Yeah, these could do it. Just need to run fuel lines to them. So, boom. Get some fuel lines to this thing. And to the side. There, now they're fueled. So these will go in the event that something happens and pull the rest of the ship away. And then when we're in orbit, you know, if everything's gone well, then I'll do this and activate them, and they'll jettison and just fire off. Let me just do a real quick... yeah. Let me do a real quick test of that, though. Just to make sure that that is indeed a thing that can happen with this system. Just to make sure of that. So, just get to the launch pad, activate these rockets, just to see. Oh, cool, it's in the dark. Let's advance the time a little bit. There we go. Alright, we're gonna take these and activate them. And they use monopropellant. Alright, well, good thing we're catching that now. Good thing we're catching that now. Maybe I'm making things too complicated. I don't need that as a launch escape system. I just need something that can... you know what? These are big. Like, these solid rocket boosters are really big. But, you know, if I had two of them... I mean, that would get them out. That would get this off the rocket for sure. It would. It'd get it off the rocket and then some. Here, take this, move this out of the way, put this here. And then take this and put that there, and then take these and put this along the side here. And then put an aerodynamic cap on this thing just in case. And then probably take the whole structure and just secure it to the rocket itself, just to make sure that this thing doesn't fly off. Okay, so save, go to launch, just testing out the launch escape system. It should be able to pull the whole thing off the launch pad and into the air. Should be able to do that. And I want to say it should be able to do that, I want to say really quick. I don't actually know what I'm saying here. Maybe 1,000 feet in 20 seconds or 10 seconds. Let's try it. Huh. Well, it sure does lift that into the air. Okay, so I just need more of them. It just needs to lift the. It needs to be able to lift the command capsule off the launch pad. It needs to be able to do that. For some arbitrary reason, it has to do that. So here, there we go. 4 of them ought to do it. Let's try this. 4 ought to do it. Yeah. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. Tyler. Okay, Tyler's not around here, but if he was, he'd be agreeing with me. He's a good cat like that. Skip ahead today. There. Alright. Fuck. This thing really can't really lift this thing very well. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. And boom. And we crashed the game. Yeah. Boom. Alright, there we go. Okay. Yeah, Jebediah Kerbal doesn't have the happiest face about this. Well, you know, maybe we don't necessarily need a traditional launch escape system. Maybe we can just kind of hope that it works. Well, okay. Maybe it doesn't need to... It's clicked off. Maybe it doesn't need to, like, be able to lift the rocket off the launch pad. Maybe it just needs to be able to move the rocket, you know... It just needs to be able to move the rocket to the side. That's really what it needs to be able to do. So we'll do this, have it like this, and then, real quick, let me check something. There, that will definitely have it fly off the rocket in that one particular way. And then when it comes off, it'll work. This'll work. It'll just work, okay? It'll just work. Alright, so now that we have this massive thing out of the way, let's put on some RCS control sites. Right here. And let's throw on a parachute, or 2 parachutes, or just a... How about just a parachute will do it? Just a parachute. I'm pretty sure 1 parachute will work here. Nah, fuck it. Let's do 2. Better safe than, you know, not safe. Okay. So there. That is the part of the vehicle that will descend to the Earth's surface. Kerbal's surface. Kerbin? Alright. So now we're going to throw a decoupler on here that will keep this thing separate from this. And here. There we go. Now, for the ship part of this, the part that'll be taking us to the moon. Well, we'll be pushing the lander to the moon anyway. I think, actually, a part not too dissimilar from that, like this ought to do it. There we go. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. That looks like a good, proper booster. Yeah. Maybe one just a little bit bigger than this, like this. There we go. And this part will have some thrusters on it. I mean, some AS... some RCS here, and some RCS here. And the booster. Oh, yeah. Probably want one of these on it. Just to make sure. Well, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I want that. And then I will put just a bunch of these on this part here. To make sure that we can, you know, that we can, that it stays attached. In fact, now that I've created a kind of pseudo equipment bay, I can put some RCS fuel in this. I can put a whole shit ton of RCS fuel in this. And then rotate it so it looks... Okay, that actually looks kind of cool. Right there, yeah. Alright, so now we need some communication. We'll be so close to Kerbal that I think just a standard, you know, communication array thing like this. This'll do it. And we don't need anything more complicated than that. And maybe I'll put a second one just to be safe. Yeah, just to be safe, I'll have 2 of them. We need batteries. We need some power. Let's say 4 of these. Actually, you know what? I only really need 2 of these. I think 2 of these will be just fine. Yeah. 2 of those and some power generation. I'm thinking these unfold like this, and they're a little bit smaller, but they'll do the job. I mean, they'll do the job. We'll track those. And maybe a couple of passive just in case we run into problems. Just a couple of passive just in case there are issues. Alright, now, do I want any science on this? We unlocked a couple of interesting things up here, but I can't really think of anything that we're going to be doing around the moon that we haven't already gotten. So, probably not. So, in that case, let's go ahead and come up with a engine. And I think the Bobcat's a pretty good engine, although it doesn't really fit entirely. There's the Poodle. Poodle looks like it'll do good. Yeah, you know what? Let's try the Poodle engine. That looks like that's got enough. And we've got lots of fuel on this thing, so should be able to do it. Alright. So, we'll throw a decoupler onto this. Boom. And now it's time to build the lander. Now, I don't have a whole lot of experience so far in this game building moon landers. Most of them... Well, actually, you know what? That's not true. I've done a couple of moon landers. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to have the docking port. And then next, what we're going to do is... I'm trying to think. What do I want to use as the body that goes down here? I want to say the onion. Or maybe the pomegranate. Something like this. Just because I really like this design. I just gotta remember where the fuck the crew hatch is on this. Because I need a ladder. And I can't quite remember where the fuck it is. Here, we'll open this up and we will put a structural piece on here to give us a little bit more rigidity. There we go. And then from there we will have these 4 things sticking out. Like so. And these will have RCS on them. Here. And we will also have fuel on this because this is going to launch up from the surface. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so where's the RCS fuel? Here it is. There's the RCS fuel. And I will put the RCS fuel in a pattern like this. Yeah. And then I'll put another one, like, directly underneath it. There. I mean, that looks kind of neat. That looks kind of neat. Okay, so now for the part that will launch... Because I'm going to do this kind of like an Apollo lander, or I guess like an N1 land. All the landers that we made back then were basically the same concept. You land on the ground, and then you rocket yourself back up. So I need something that will get us back, and I guess I could actually get away with yeah, I could probably get away with doing the same thing that we did for the Bud Light and basically all the other ships that I've been making. And that is just abusing these spherical things. These. By creating a ball. Or by doing this. That looks kind of neat. I don't know how that will affect the lift. Like, I don't know how that will affect an astronaut getting in and out of it. But we'll see. Next, let's take a look. So these are these are cryogenic containers. So we need a cryogenic engine. And we could go with our, kind of the stock standard Stromboli cryogenic engine. It's just a really good engine. Oh yeah, almost forgot. Well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Let me throw some fuel lines onto this thing so it works. Here. Fuel and in. Shit. Here, we'll take this, grab this, put this, and then grab this. Now, we'll take this, bump one of these on here, make this, liquid, take this, put this on here, have these out here, and have them go into this engine. There, all right. Okay, now I do kind of want to test where an astronaut actually comes out on this thing, just to make sure that I haven't, sealed them in and caused them to die horribly. So we'll do this, and I will throw a crew. I'm going to throw Bill in the pomegranate. Except wait a second, the pomegranate has 3 seats? The pomegranate has 3 seats. Shit. Man, if I can do a 3-person crew on this thing. Of course, that means I kind of have to redesign the entire ship. I'd have to redesign the entire ship. The entire ship. Fuck. But it does have 3 seats, doesn't it? No, I'm not gonna do it. I've gone too far with the design. I'm not gonna do it. Now, the fact that this thing has 3 seats, that's nice, but if having 3 seats means that it's significantly, heavier, then it's gotta go. I'll take this off, and I'll take this off, and I'll take these off, and I'll take these off, and I'll pop this off. And it sucks. It sucks. I didn't realize that. But yeah. I can do 2, or I can do 1. And I think I'll do 2. Just for the advantage of being able to send a engineer. But I'm not gonna... Damn, I wish I'd known that before I started making this. Because I definitely use them. Well, what can you do? There we go. Alright. So we have our cryogenic engine and everything, and let's just grab this, go over here, throw Bill into here, grab this thing, throw this thing here. Alright. Save and launch, and I just want to see Bill get out of the hatch so I know I can have a Kerbal go in and out of the hatch, just to make sure. I'll remember it for next time, There will be lots of opportunities for 3-person spherical capsules to go up. Lots and lots of opportunities. Also, I kind of want to see what it looks like so far. So this is what it looks like so far. And in fact, that's actually a pretty dope screenshot. I might use this for the thumbnail. All right, Bill. Just go ahead and EVA. Oh. Good thing that all the Kerbals are made of rubber. All right, so he came out on this side here. Got it. Got it. Let me just switch to this here. So that means on this perspective, this is on the left. Okay. Revert flight to vehicle assembly. Now I know where to put the ladder and everything. And that's important. Yeah. All right. Okay, so he came out on this side, which means the hatch is here. So let's take a look and see, where's the ladder? I know I've got, okay, there we go. There's the ladder. Yeah, and we can put a structural piece here so I can anchor the ladder to something. Right there. And then I will take the ladder and I'll put the ladder here. There. Now when he comes out, he'll have something to grab onto. And I will also put a small piece here. And grab this. And do that. There. Alright, so that's kind of not going to work out really, though. Probably not. Okay, let me try something different. There we go. Okay, this'll do it. Boom, and we will rearrange this to there. Okay, that's better. So we can crawl up that ladder. All right, so now that we've got that, we have to figure out what's going to land this thing on the lunar surface. So I have to build the lander portion of it. And that can be... that can be this, or that can be this. There. Okay, so now I have to build onto that. What can I build onto that? I can build this. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to have 3 boosters. Actually, yeah, I'm going to have 3 boosters. Nah, keep it symmetrical. Make it 4. So I'll have 4 boosters on these things here. And I'll move them so they're a little bit more straight. There we go. And I will have them be something small. Definitely not that. Something like... No. 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 There. Something like this. That. Okay. Like this. I'm going to try and put in as much fuel as I possibly can. Just gobs of the stuff. Tons of this stuff. Just all the fuel I possibly can that I can attach to this. Even if it ends up looking really bad. Like, seriously bad. Like, this kind of looks really bad already. Ah, fuck it. Never mind. I need it. I don't want to stress the system. Like, I don't want to put just so much shit on here that it stops working. There. Let me even that up a little bit. There. Okay. And these can both be... I guess I can make them cryogenic too. Yeah, I could make all of these cryogenic and have them feed into, like, big orb things here. There. That actually looks, kind of grotesque. Kind of hideous. It looks so hideous. All right. Well, each rocket will be sharing fuel between this, and then this will feed into this, and then all of these will feed into... I don't want to say another Stromboli engine. Maybe something a little bit better. Like a smaller engine. Like a smaller liquid engine. Like a smaller liquid engine. Like, no, that's too big, and that's way too big. Shit, what's like a small liquid engine? I mean, what's a small cryogenic engine that'll work? Orbital engine, liquid engine. Shit, I don't know. Crap, I kind of built it all up for like a... Well, I guess I could put 4 Stromboli engines, and then they could be angled like this. And that could work. It would look really weird, but this could work. It's like probably more fuel than I fucking need. But that could work. Yeah. There we go, that works. This is one fucking weird looking lander. Here, we'll do that, and we'll throw these there just to make sure that their attach points are good. And now, landing legs, unless I want to land on the boosters themselves, which is a possibility. Maybe I'll do that. No, I want some proper landing legs. Let me think. What are some good? These are good. And these can even go out and... There. Yeah, and then I can start retracted. There we go. They kind of poke into the engine, though. I'd like to maybe have them not be doing that. Maybe have them doing this. And then deploy. That works. That works. All right, we have our lander. We have our lander. All right. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. So now we have the hard part, the lifting body. Before we get to the lifting body, I need to throw a decoupler on here so I can, like, get it off this thing. So we'll throw this into here, and then we'll throw this. Make sure this is like 1, and boom, and boom, and boom. And then we will use our new 3 1/4 inch, like 3.5 inch shell. Or I could use this. Nah, fuck it. I'm going to use this. This. And I'll just create, and close fairing. All right. So we have this part here. Okay. Gonna go in and throw a bunch of struts on here just to make sure that it can support itself. Here and there. There and there and boom. All right, so they're all that's good. That'll support itself. It's a little bit off, but it'll do. Now for the stage that should get us into orbit. And I just realized that I don't have anything big enough to do that. I don't even have anything that can adapt to this. Shit. I need big rocket parts for this, alright? Do I not have anything? No. I really don't. I really, really don't. Here. Alright. Save. Exit. Let me take a look at the tech tree real quick. Because I think I'm missing something. Come on. Alright, tech tree. What am I missing? I need... Not very heavy rocketry, not precision. Advanced fuel systems? Large volume containment. Oh. Alright, so... I see what I'm missing. I need large volume containment. Crap. So I need 300 science. So I have a choice. I can fix my Mars lander thing so it works, which is an easy fix. I just have to make sure that one of those antennas retracted. Or I can send yet another Michelob, Modelo, to Minimus, probably. Heads, I go to Mars. Tails, I go to Minimus. We're going back to Mars.